Hey my Foodie Phonics friends, I hope you're ready for the school holidays. I have got the most delicious recipe for you to make during the holidays. It's quick, it's easy, it's no bake. You just have to pop it in the fridge for a little while and then you have the healthiest treat you could ever eat. So let's have a look at the 3-letter words that we're going to learn about today. I'm holding them right in my hand. I wonder if you can read them already. Let's have a look at the letters and their sounds. Are you ready? Letter M makes a M sound. Letter U makes a sound. Letter D makes a D sound. And when we put them together, we've got D, mud. That's right, mud, mud, glorious mud. We're going to make something delicious with chocolate. Let's find out, shall we? So there's our word, mud. There it is, d. Then we're going to add something more delicious, d, and mud, and are you ready? Letter N makes a N sound, letter U makes a sound, letter T makes a T sound. Mud and nut. Mud and nut brownies. Right. Now that we've learned how to read mud and nut brownies, let's begin by making them, shall we? First of all, let me just say that I started trying to make the recipe before, and you definitely can't use a little blender like this. You definitely need a food processor. So I'll quickly run through the recipe with you so that you know what to put in your recipe. I might just use that. So first of all, we have 2½ cups of dates. Remember, the 1 cup is bigger than the ½ cup. A half is 2 of those, but we need 2½ of dates. So you pop them into your jug, and then you need 1½ cups of walnuts. Oh, where's my walnuts? Oh, there. I knew I had them. So walnuts are quite big, and to use my blender, I try to crush the walnuts first, just using my potato masher to make it easier on the blender. So, but before you crush them, you need 1½ cups of walnuts, and then you need 6 tablespoons of cocoa. Remember, tablespoon is the bigger one of cocoa. Plus you need 1½ teaspoons. Teaspoons are the smaller one. Oh, it's full of cocoa. 1½ teaspoons of vanilla and just a little pinch of salt. Then you need, the recipe says, let me just have a check, my recipe's next to you there. The recipe says that you need 2 teaspoons of water. But because I was trying to use my little blender, I added about 4 teaspoons of water. Plus I added 2 dessert spoons of coconut oil. All right. Now my blender still couldn't blend all of that together into a nice dough. So I'm just going to use it chunky as it is. Some of the dates are still whole. Some of the walnut pieces are still whole. There you can see, but I don't mind because I've already tasted it with a lick of the spoon and it's delicious. So I don't mind making chunky brownies. Got my baking paper here in the tray. Going to tip it all out and then going to scrape the last bits. This is the fun part. This is where you get to play in the mud. I need to wash my hands and I'm going to push my sleeves up. And this, can you see there? This is the part where you get to squish the mud and nut brownies into the dish. Use a dish, that can go in the fridge. Make sure your brownies are nice and squished, just like playing in the mud. Okay, squish, 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 squish. Okay, nice and chunky. Mine are really like mud pies, aren't they? Okay, oh, I love that. Now for the icing on top, I'm going to have, my recipe says 1/4 cup of honey. 1/4 cup is the really small one. There we go. 1/4 cup of honey. Okay, and then to the honey I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. I think I'll just use the same jug because it's got the brownie mix in, so it doesn't matter. 1/4 cup of honey. Maybe I'll do it over here so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Can you see the cup that I'm pouring the honey into? I will pick it up in case you can't. That's it, 1/4 cup of honey. Oh, it's lovely. Honey is a healthier alternative to sugar. We don't want to be adding white sugar if you can help it. So there's just about 1/4 cup full. That's fine for me. I'll tip it into the jug. There we go. Doesn't that look delicious? Now that's going to go on top of the brownies before you put them into the fridge, so it'll all set together nicely when you slice them up for your afternoon tea. Oh, honey is a bit sticky. There we go. Last drop. Do you know where honey comes from? Can you remember? We've spoken about this before. That's right. Honey comes from the pollen that bees collect from flowers. Do you have a honeybee garden? Flowers that the bees can come and visit and collect the pollen? Okay, great. I'm building one. I don't have all the plants yet for my bees, but I'm working on it. I need to get a clean tablespoon just over here. 1 second. I'm just getting the spoons out of my drawer and then I'll be back with you in a sec. Oh dear, running out of spoons. Oh, there we are. Okay, good job. And I need a jug out my drawer over here. I need a jug for the microwave, so I must make sure it's a glass jug. There we go. My recipe says 2 tablespoons of oil. You can use vegetable oil. I'm going to use coconut oil. It says 2 tablespoons. I remember I've got the smaller eating spoon, so I might do 4 of those. 1. Ding, ding, ding. 2. Ding, ding, ding. 3. And 4. Just scrape it off like that. Now I'm just going to have to melt that in the microwave. Quick sticks. If you've been baking with me before, you'll know that my microwave is just below my cupboard right over here. So give me 1 second to melt the coconut oil. Let's count. Are you ready? It's not starting? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That should be it. Let's have a look. Oh no, it's not melted yet. Still solid. Needs to be melted. Did you know that heat makes solid things melt? Solid things like butter and what else melts when it's hot? Can you think ice melts when it's hot? Heat changes a lot of things from solid to liquid. It's starting to melt. Can you see it's getting a little bit runny there? So I'll do it another 10 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's have a look. Okay, I think I'm going to make that work. It's not completely melted, but I think it'll work. Okay, into the honey. Let me just check. Yep, into the honey. There we go. Stir it together. If I put that up, oh, there we are. I'm out of the camera, sorry. There we go. So the honey and the coconut oil are together. And then into this mixture I have to add 1/4 cup of cocoa and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. 1/4 cup of cocoa. That's the smaller one here. Oh, that's going to be sticky. It had the honey in it, remember? That's okay. Doesn't matter if it sticks behind. 1/4 cup of cocoa in with the honey. That'll do. And then what did we say? The vanilla essence. We need another 1/2 teaspoon. I've only got dirty teaspoons handy, but it's all the same ingredients. So that's okay. 1/2 teaspoon. Yep. Whoopsie daisy. Maybe that's a bit more. I won't pour all of it in then. Okay, mix that all up. Oh, doesn't that look like the best icing? And then that goes on top of your brownie mix. And that goes into the fridge. For me, it's already afternoon here, so this will be ready for my dessert after dinner. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Wow, doesn't that look delightful? Spread it all over. There's more in the jug. I'm just going to spread it across the brownie mixture. There we go. Well, I can't wait to hear what you thought of these delicious mud and nut brownies, boys and girls. Be sure to let me know. And if you have any tips or recipes that you'd like us to try here on Foodie Phonics, please let me know that as well. Thanks for joining me. Bye for now.